Here is the last part of chapter biological classification: virus, viroids, prions and lichens. These are the acellular organisms which are not being classified by R.H. Whitaker in any of the five kingdoms. First, let us discuss about virus. Viruses are non-cellular organisms and they are inert crystalline structure outside the living cell. Inert crystalline means just they appear like a rock salt, and they replicate within the host. By killing the host and replicating, it will multiply within the host, which means inside the host they will be living and outside the host they will be non-living. Hence, viruses are considered as connecting link between living and non-living things. Let us try to understand how viruses were discovered. There is contribution of various scientists in identification and explaining the structure of a virus. It was first among them Dmitry Ivanovsky in the year 1892. He was studying mosaic disease of tobacco which was bothering many of the farmers. He just took a mosaic diseased tobacco leaf and he take the extract from that diseased leaf, and the extract was filtered through a bacterial proof filter. Means he was having a suspect that some bacteria may be causing the disease, but he came to know that the causative organism was passed through the bacterial proof filter, which means the causative organism was smaller than the virus. Now we know that as virus. Later, another scientist, M.W. Bejernik, in 1898, he took the extract from infected tobacco plant and inoculated onto a healthy tobacco plant. Later it caused the disease and he called the new pathogen as virus. Means the name virus was coined by M.W. Bejernik, and he called the extract as Contagium vivium fluidum, which means infectious living fluid. Later, another scientist, W.M. Stanley, in the year 1953 showed that virus can be crystallized, and also he concluded that crystals consist largely of proteins. Means virus are mainly made up of proteins. Later, the structure of virus was explained, and it is like that. Structure of a virus, it contains mainly protein and the genetic material. And genetic material, either it may be DNA or RNA. Remember, no virus have both DNA and RNA as their genetic material. If we take any virus, it may have either DNA or RNA, not both. Hence, virus, since it is having both protein and genetic material, it is perfectly called as nucleoprotein. Nucleo means genetic material and protein meaning protein, and genetic material is infectious, means it will enter into the host and take over the host replication machinery, and it will replicate and finally it will kill the host. And the protein coat of a virus is called capsid, and it is made up of many units called capsomeres. And capsomere function is to protect the genetic material, and its arrangement will be different in different sorts of virus. And two very familiar arrangements are: first one, helical arrangement, which is seen in case of tobacco mosaic virus. RNA will be protected by helically arranged capsomeres. And another arrangement is polyhedral geometric form, which is seen in case of bacteriophage. Bacteriophage usually have double-stranded DNA as their genetic material, and it will be covered by a polyhedral geometric forms of capsomeres. Now, based on genetic material and the organism to which it is infecting, viruses are classified into three main types: plant virus, which infect plant and they have single-stranded RNA as their genetic material; animal virus, which infect animal cells and they have either single-stranded RNA, double-stranded RNA or double-stranded DNA as their genetic material; bacteriophages, as we know, virus which infect bacteria, they have double-stranded DNA as their genetic material. And viruses are known to cause diseases in human beings. For example, mumps caused by paramyxovirus, smallpox caused by variola virus, herpes caused by herpes simplex virus, influenza caused by influenza virus, and very bothering one is AIDS, which is caused by human immunodeficiency virus. Virus also infect plants and they develop some symptoms, and here I given the details of mosaic formation, leaf rolling, leaf curling, yellowing of leaf, and vein clearing, and dwarfism and stunted growth are the symptoms developed in plants due to viral infection. So this picture will help you to remember the symptoms of viral infection in plants. And another acellular organisms which were identified called viroids. Oids means like. Wherever you got the term oid, it refers to like. Virus. Viroid means virus like. Likewise, bacteria, bacterioid, bacteria like. So here viroids are like virus, but they are not actually viroids. Let us see what they are. Theo Dinier in 1971, he discovered new infectious agents which are smaller than virus. Remember, viroids are smaller than virus, and they caused the disease in potato, that is called potato spindle tuber disease. And the infectious agent was free RNA that lacked protein. Means virus means it should have both protein and genetic material, but here only free RNA is there and it is infecting. Hence, they called the pathogen as viroid. And RNA of a viroid have low molecular weight. Means since it's very small in structure, the molecular weight will be less. And another infectious agent was also discovered. It's called prions. And prions are abnormally folded proteins. Means they don't have any genetic material, only proteins are infecting, and they cause mainly neurological diseases in animals. Remember, viroids will usually cause diseases in plants. Prions usually cause diseases in animals. And one example for the prion which is causing diseases is bovine spongiform encephalopathy, which is caused in cattle, and the analogous variant of it causes C.R. Jacob disease in human beings. And another organism which is not classified in RH Whittaker classification is lichens. Here are two photographs of lichen I have put, and we can't believe within this there is presence of two organisms. Means lichens are the symbiotic association between algae and fungi. Phycobiont is the term used for algal component which will prepare food for fungal component, and fungal component is called mycobiont, which will provide shelter and absorb mineral water from soil, and it will give it to algal component, that is mycobiont. And lichens are considered as good pollution indicators, which means they don't grow in a polluted area. And you have studied from second year chapter evolution, that is industrial melanism. So here they are the good pollution indicators.